Welcome back, and thank you for staying with us. Let's move on. African leaders have been asked to avoid the allure of funding for climate change and adaptation programs that could further complicate their country's debt portfolio. Dr. Joanes Atela, a climate change expert at the University of Nairobi, says some of the funds from multinationals are aimed at ensuring developing countries do not question climatic ills after receiving such funding.
A team of African climate change experts under the Africa Research and Impact Network, ARIN, are set to present a petition at the 26th Conference of Parties to be held in Glasgow in the United Kingdom. The petition aims at pushing for the removal of stringent requirements that make it difficult for developing countries suffering the impacts of climate change to access funds needed for the implementation of adaptation programs.
They are not responsible for climate change, so they shouldn't pay. They shouldn't even pay debts with interest. They should be given the money to be able to implement the technologies and the innovations that make their livelihoods better.
So now it's time to address the climate apartheid which we see today. We see the nations in the global north hiding behind dikes and adaptation solutions.
ARIN convener Dr. Joanes Atela, who is also a lecturer in the Department of Climate and Earth Sciences at the University of Nairobi, called for climate justice in access to funding by developing countries, noting it is double jeopardy if finances are given in form of loans.
We also want that these global initiatives that are supporting adaptation and mobilizing finances are able to listen to the voice of Africans, are able to really integrate the circumstances and the needs of Africa, because a lot of it are driven by different interests.
The COP26 summit, scheduled for October 31st to November 12th, is expected to accelerate action towards the goals of the Paris Agreement that seek to limit the rise in global temperatures to 1.5 degrees Celsius. Judith Akolo, Prime Edition.